Hey guys, welcome to the world according to Patrick. I'm gonna do another album ranking tonight. I was kind of going back and forth with two bands, and I decided on this band. Actually, the other band is completely polar opposite of this band, but I'll do that one later. They have a bigger discography, and I decided to do this one because I've had this one planned for a while. Band, when they first came out, I really did not care for this band at all. Got their album. Nothing. The band I'm talking about is Meshuggah, and heard it, and I was like, God, this stuff is just garbage, man. Didn't do anything for me. It sat for many years, and then I saw the video for a song called Bleed off the album Obscene, and wow, I just became obsessed with the band after that. Terrific band, fantastic band. I mean, they definitely took me a minute to get into, but a band definitely worth checking out. And like I said, for me, it took me years and years to get into them. At first listen, probably for a lot of people, they would not really care for this band. They supposedly started this movement called gent. I don't get into all that. It's not my trip, but whatever. If I like something, I like it. If I don't, I don't. I'm more the old school metal anyway, or classic rock or hard rock. But they've got 9 total studio albums. They have several EPs. One especially is That's great with a new song on it, but I'm not going to include the EPs. I'm just going to do their albums. I'm going from my least favorite to my favorite. I mean, the band, and I'm probably going to butcher these names, with singer Jens Kidman, Frederick Thorndahl, Thomas Huck, that drummer is just amazing, Martin Hagstrom, and Dick Logren. Hopefully I got that right. I don't know. I probably butchered their names. Sorry, listen. But again, I'm going to go from my least favorite to my favorite. I don't dislike any of these albums, but, this is actually kind of hard to rank, especially my top 5. I kept going back and forth in my head, my top 5. What am I going to do with my top 5? But anyway, this is what I ended up with. So I'm going to go with my least favorite to my favorite. Again, I don't dislike any of these albums. I think these are all very strong albums. And I'll go ahead and start with my number 9. Which is Contradictions Collapse. Only album that sounds it's kind of like pure speed metal thrash. Sounds a lot like maybe early Metallica, Megadeth, Testament, Slayer a little bit. But a really strong album. I mean, Paralyzing Ignorance, Internal Evidence, Qualms of Reality, Will Never See the Day. I mean, just from front to back, good, solid album. But, I mean, they really hadn't found their sound, their signature Meshuggah sound yet. But I think, is this the first? Martin Hagstrom yet was not in the band yet. And I think that really helped them develop their sound even more when he joined the band. And first album, I think, with Thomas Huck. I think Thomas didn't play on their EP prior to this. But good album anyway. Number 9 is Contradictions Collapse. Number 9... The Violent Sleep of Reason. Love all these album covers. Good album. Some of these, getting some of these tracks, people have complained a little bit. It's a little bit repetitive. I don't know about repetitive, but it's very complicated riffs. They definitely have a sound of their own. Definitely started their own style of music for sure. But, again, I don't dislike any of these albums. My favorite track on the album is definitely the track 1, Clockworks. But, Ivory Towers, Killer. What is the other song I really like on here? Well, the title track's good. Violent Sleep of Reason by the Tour State. Yeah, from front to back, good solid album. Number 8 is The Violent Sleep of Reason. Number 7, Catch 33. Which the band themselves have said they don't really consider this a studio album, but it is. It's kind of like one track that just keeps going to the next track. It's broken up, but it kind of goes, there's, I think, about 14 tracks on here, but they've said themselves it's just like an experiment, but hell of an experiment, great experiment, but, Autonomy Lost, Disenchantment, Entrapment, Mind's Mirrors, and it's kind of like a complete song that just keeps going again, but it is broken up into different tracks, but still a great solid album. That's number 7 is Catch 33. And again, man, I had a lot of trouble, ranking these because they were, to me, all really solid, good albums. Number 6 is their new album, latest album, which I really like a lot. I've been listening to a lot. Immutable, another great album cover. Broken Cog, The Abysmal Eye, Phantoms. Some of these track titles are crazy, dude. I mean, God He Sees in Mirrors, I Am That Thirst, The Faultless. I mean, really strong, solid album. I am going to say in the last couple albums, even the one I was talking about before, Frederick has not contributed as much, and I think he's a hell of a songwriter, and I know he's been working on a solo project for a while, and he actually left the band for over a year. They had another cat come in and tour with him on this last tour, but he is back in the band, but he didn't write any of the tracks. Most of these tracks were written by Thomas Hawk, the drummer, and Morten Hagstrom, the guitar player. But, I mean, just a great solid album, though. That's, I just wish Frederick would start contributing more, because he wrote the song Bleed and a lot of my favorite songs they've ever done. But that's number 6, Immutable. Coming in number 5, I know a lot of people that have this up a lot higher. And, again, my top 5, man, could change because I love all these albums. But today it's going to stay here anyway. It's Chaosphere. I love that album. I love all their album covers, man. Just killer. But, I mean, New Millennium, Cyanide Christ is just killer, man. Neurotica. Some of these titles are crazy. But Sane, Elastic, Exquisite Machinery of Torture. I mean, good, solid album. I know a lot of people that might have this as their number 1, and I get it. But I have to do these in some kind of order. So the top 5 drove me crazy. But right now, this is my number 5 anyway. Chaosphere. Coming in number 4, the album that first time I ever bought by him, and again, I did not like this album at all. Now I actually like it quite a lot. Nothing. Cool album cover there. I know this is the original issue. I know they've got a reissue. They didn't like the mixing of the album. I think this is fine, but I mean, just Rational Gaze, Perpetual Black Second. Oh God, what is some other great songs? Straws Pulled at Random, Spasm, oh gosh, Closed Eye Visual. I mean, just another great solid album. I mean, it just goes to show you, sometimes it takes several listens for certain bands to get into, but this happens to be one of those bands. But now I love this album. Number 4 is Nothing. Coming in number 3, Destroy, Erase, Improve. This is actually the album where they actually kind of found their signature sound with this first album, I believe, with Martin. I don't think he played on the first album again. I could be wrong on that. I don't think so, though. I mean, you got Future, Breed Machine, Beneath. This, man, I feel bad having this number 3. Transfixin, Soulburn. Oh my gosh, oh man. Suffering Truth. Good Placidity. Just the whole entire album is just killer. From front to back. That is number 3, Destroy, Erase, Improve. Number 2, Colos. I don't know if the glare, but really, really killer, solid album. Love this album. I mean, I think this came with a DVD too. I mean, a lot of these come with DVDs. But, I mean, I remember when this first came out, I was already into the band at this point. I'm not crazy about the opening track or the second track, but man, after that, do not, I Am Kelos is okay, but I mean, Do Not Look Down, Beyond the Sun, Hurt that Finds You First, Marrow, Break Those Bones, Whose Sinews Gave It Motion, Swarm, Demurge. I mean, just a killer album. Love this album. Still listen to it a good bit to this day. Number 2 is Colos. And the album that got me into it was, got most of my favorite tracks they've ever done. I still love it and love that. Dude, that video for Bleed is just sick. It's crazy. But, Colos. Obzin, excuse me. Colos was number 2. But all these names are crazy. But crazy album cover, crazy video for this. But just, front to back, perfect album. Combustion, Electric Eye, Bleed, Lethargica, yeah, Obscene, this spiteful snake, Pineal Glands, Optics, Pravis, Dancers to a Disordered System. Again, a lot of these song titles are hard to pronounce, but front to back, a great album. So go back. Number 1, Obscene. Number 2, Kolos. Number 3, Destroy, Erase, Improve. Number 4 is Nothing. Number 5 is Chaosphere. Hate having it there. Number 6, Immutable. Number 7, Catch 33. Number 8, The Violent Sleep of Reason. And number 9 is Contradictions Collapse. I should just put up my list, but all these albums are good though. All good, solid albums. Real quick, great to see live. I've seen them twice. Just a killer band live. I mean, I just can't say enough about the drummer, man. What a hell of a drummer Thomas Hogg. The whole band is just so man, killer live. But to me, this is the best live thing they've done. Got this on DVD. Alive in Tokyo. I mean, just a great live album. I mean, you know, I've watched this multiple times. Great live performance. I think that came out after Obscene. And there's another live album, Ophidian Trek. Definitely worth checking out as well. This has a CD and DVD in as well. But, you know, there you go. Great band. I know I butchered some names of the titles and the band, but that, you know, very hard to pronounce some of these names, these Swedish names. But if you like what you see, please hit like and subscribe. And real quick, before I let you go, I just did a YouTube with my good friends over at Heavy Metal Manor. Go check out their channel, please, man. That kid is so cool, and his dad, I just love. We did our top 10 favorite metal acts of all time. That should be coming out sometime tomorrow, but definitely check them out. If you just go type in Heavy Metal Music Manor on YouTube and hit like and subscribe, man. Just a great channel. They do a lot of cool stuff, go to a lot of shows and interview bands and stuff, but had a lot of fun with that, so that should be coming out. And I'll be doing another video with them on this channel again here soon too. But got some stuff coming up. Journey, which I didn't think was going to be that hard, but they got a lot of their catalog I have not listened to in a minute, but they've got a lot of stuff that I love and other stuff, you know, so it's going to take me a little longer than I thought it would. And, you know, Jimi Hendrix, Down, a lot of stuff I'm planning on doing. But, like, again, if you like what you see, please hit like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Later.